Hi, my name's Daddy, and I play Clash of Clans sometimes, so I've stolen Sidekick's account for a tutorial on how Tunnel 9s can best farm. I've done a bit of farming in my time, and I thought I'd share that with you. So, Daddy's top 5. So, in at number 1, best for gold, elixir, and dark elixir. So the best all-rounder makes it the Barch. So Barbarians and Archers, they're the simplest troops in the game. Combined, they're very, very powerful. So, we've got the Barbarian. A lonely Barbarian up there, leads a couple of his mates. What we're doing is we're using the Barbarians to tank. So the Barbarians always go first, and the Archers always go second. So line of Barbarians, line of Archers. Don't dump them in all at one go. We need to think tactically. Now, the whole dark elixir storage outside. He doesn't have any, but still. The whole thing about farming, as you guys will know, if you watch my videos and if you are a good farmer, and I know there's tons of good farmers, tons of better farmers than me actually, some of them in my clan actually, who watch my channel, is that it's all about strategy. So where is the loot? Clearly the loot here is on the storages outside. Very convenient that. But it's not always the case. So if it's in the core, Barch is less effective. And we're going to talk about BAM in a second. So, good things about Barch. It's really cheap and it's really quick. It's the second quickest army to build. It's very cheap, it's very quick, and it's all about getting out there and raiding a lot. Because if you're if you're watching your troops build, you can't farm anything. So I'm taking there's just conveniently placed wizard towers there. I think base design isn't this guy's forte, but the problem with Barch is the troops can bunch up against the walls. So BAM is fantastic for that. So BAM of course uses dark elixir. So it's not the best all-round attack strategy so for that reason it comes in at number 2. And the reason it isn't is the reason that's the case is because you're using dark elixir, right? But you can get into the core. So the considerations to think about BAM, Barbarians, Archers and Minions. Where are the air defences? So you want to take those air defences down as soon as you can, quite nicely. This gentleman's left them out where I can get to them. The second thing is the air mines. The red air mines really destroy your minions. And as you'll see, I didn't do a very good job of teasing out the red air mines in this attack. But the beautiful thing is you see that mortar and the wizard tower there? We're going to take those out with minions. And it's going to save a ton of ground troops. There we go. Okay, so those minions can take out the mortar. Bye-bye mortar. That weaponized leaf blower, aka the... I don't know what it's called actually, but the air blowing thing is it's blowing my minions out of the way. So I suppose in a way it's working. So the thing with BAM is you can get really deep. Well, not really deep, but you can get deep because it saves your troops from being bunched up and destroyed. Probably didn't use enough minions here. You see, there's my little is it level 3? No, level 2 minions. How cute is that? So we punched a hole into the core. We can take out that mortar and we can go for the dark elixir right in the core there. There's not an awful lot of it. I probably didn't make a profit on this. So I don't use BAM that much unless I don't care about dark elixir. If I don't care about dark elixir, it's the fastest building farming army. So I think this took about 10 minutes to build. And of course the whole thing is, the more you're out there, the more you're making money, really. And you want to make money, don't we? Golden elixir and dark elixir. So we're just going to finish off those troops. So Barbarians tanking and the Archers just left to their own devices to take out that the last bit of gold there. Almost the last bit of gold. And there we go. So that's BAM. Okay, so let's talk about some longer building armies, but those armies that are actually quite fun. So Giant Healer. Now, I am not an expert at Giant Healer, but what Giant Healer is good at, really good at, is getting into the core. Now, I don't have any spells here. Spells are optional. I wouldn't recommend spells when you're farming because it eats into your profit margins. But it's always nice to have a few around. So you see that core section there that's quite well defended with those purple walls. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some Barbarians down to distract the defences, take out the outlying anything that has got air attack, basically air defence. Excuse me. So I'm going to try and get to that air defence there down on the right. And then I can put my giants and healers in, because I don't want my healers to be taken out by the air defense. There we go. So we're going to take that out. Now some people do use lightning, but it's spells, right? So they're going to heal us. So I didn't actually plan this very well. I should have saved some more wall breakers to get into the core there, where that mortar is. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The healers are busy healing up the giants, which are acting as some great distraction there. They're not maxed out giants, these ones, and we're getting right into the core with those giants. I don't have very many troops left. I should have probably let's bring some goblins in the next one. I think goblins would do well. Okay, so the giants are actually bunched up a little bit against the wall there, but the healer's doing a great job of keeping them alive. I'm going to use the clan castle on this. Don't normally use it, but I've got some very understanding clanmates who they don't mind to donate to the old man. There we go. So those wizards, luckily we had some wizards in there which are helping get through the wall, and then we're into the core. Unfortunately, the healer's killing the wrong troop. Now, when has that happened before? But the point being that we managed to punch our way through to a very well defended core using giants and healers. There we go, and we got all the dark elixir. There we go, that's what we wanted to get. So no dark elixir. So benefits and drawbacks. So you can get to the middle, and it's actually a cool army. I like the old healers. Drawbacks: takes ages to build. Yeah, it takes a long time to build. So it's one of these things you want to do it overnight, or if you're going away and you just want to, you just want to, I don't know, come back to something nice, really. So, but let's add in a few goblins. So in at number 4 would be giant healer with goblins. Now, fortunately, I came across another one of these lovely bases. So we're going to use half of our troops on either side, pretty much. So again, we're going to use a couple of giants to distract, and then wall breakers. Obviously, wall breakers don't go right next to the giants. That's a common mistake I've seen, because the mortar is going to try and take out the giants, and of course that'll take out the wall breaker at the same time. So yeah, tip from Daddy there. So really, it's doing a good job of distracting for the goblins. I'm almost taking them all out with those goblins. I think we might need to throw in a few more little gobbos. And on the right, we've got another pocket. So we're going to put some more giants down, some wall breakers a little bit further up. There we go. So they can go unmolested, I guess, being attacked or whatever. So the giants are being healed by the healer. The goblins are going in, taking out all of that lovely loot. And what have we got left? Well, we've got a little pocket on the left there. We're going to worry about that in a second, but I'm using some archers just to take out that outlying building so my giants don't get distracted, I suppose. But yeah, there's the goblins. So, good things and bad things about this. Well, it's pretty much the same as giant healer, really. You can get right into the core if you happen to need to. It's a fun army to build. You get some great replays with those goblins just going everywhere. See in the middle there, just absolutely destroying the core. But it takes ages to build, and the problem is you're not going to get the profit margins because you're using quite a lot of elixir to do it as well. So it's a novelty raid, I think is the best way to put it. Or if you're really keen on getting that dark elixir at the core, because of course you're only using elixir to build the army, it's very good for dark elixir. So that's giant healers with goblins, and I think we're going to end that pretty much there because that's it really. No more loot to loot. So the most fun raid, of course, it's got to be balloons and minions. Now this is typically used up in Masters when you're farming for dark elixir. Now the reason people use dark elixir in the minions to farm for dark elixir is because the profit margins are not too bad. I mean, look, I've got 1,858 dark elixir there, and I've spent maybe 300 dark elixir on my minions, so it's actually quite profitable. The problem, of course, is it takes an hour to build. So we've got to throw down a line of balloons and the minions behind, and of course I went in the direction where that leaf blower is, unfortunately, but hey, not to worry. And then you use the rage to pull the troops down onto whatever it is you happen to want to take out. There we go, and I've taken out a little bit of dark elixir. There we go, a little bit of dark elixir. In fact, most of the dark elixir when I took out that defense that was right next to dark elixir. So if you want to store your dark elixir and not lose it to balloons and minions, put a wall around it. It's probably a good idea. Splash damage won't harm it. So there you go. So number 5, benefits and drawbacks about the balloons and minions. It's a specialist army. You only want to use it when there's a really good chance of getting loads of dark elixir. Otherwise, you're just going to see your dark elixir storage just empty and empty and empty with 30 minions every time. It takes a long time to build, so unless you're boosting, it's going to take you ages. But it's fun. It's really, really fun, and it's great for pushing as well, because you can usually get 2 stars quite easily with it. You could use Lava Hounds as well, but that's just like going crazy on the Dark Elixir, and it's not really a farming strategy, Lava Lunian, unfortunately. But anyway, listen, thank you so much. I'd love you to tell us in the comments what is your favourite farming army at Town Hall 9. If you'd like me to do one for Town Hall 10, drop me a comment as well. Take care, and bye for now.